Today's episode is brought to you by Marvel's Midnight Suns. Now let's deep dive into the Hulk. The Hulk is a monster of science. For his entire history, the Hulk has manifested as a being of Bruce Banner's rage that was unlocked when he was hit with a gamma radiation bomb. But, much like Spider-Man, Hulk's origins have been given a much more mystical spin. How did a creature of pure rage, born of mankind's science, become a creature of hell? Let's take a look. Hulk has been around in the Marvel Universe for quite some time, and while he's generally on the side of the heroes, he has fought against them on several occasions. Originally created by Stan Lee and Steve Ditko, the Hulk first appeared in Incredible Hulk #1 in 1962. Stan Lee has said that the idea for the Hulk came from the popularity of The Thing, with fans gravitating towards the imperfect heroes. Stan said that he drew inspiration from Frankenstein's monster and Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. The Hulk was shown to be Bruce Banner, a scientist that was caught in a gamma explosion. When he became angry, he would transform into the Hulk. And while the Hulk would act as a hero, his anger and destruction would turn the world against him. Hunted by the US government, the Hulk was constantly on the run. He would become a member of the Avengers, though he would fight against the heroes on several occasions, forcing them to stop him from mindless destruction. As time went on, the comics would dive into Bruce Banner's past, showing that the Hulk was a manifestation of his dissociative identity disorder that began when he was abused by his father as a child. Banner would have several other identities throughout his history, including Devil Hulk, Doc Green, Joe Fixit, and Guilt. Though he was constantly on the run trying to desperately cure himself of the Hulk, he gathered several friends and allies to his side, including Betty Ross, She-Hulk, Rick Jones, and Doc Samson. While the Hulk fought against several villains that matched him for strength, such as the Abomination, one of his longest-running villains is the Leader, a gamma-irradiated super genius that constantly outsmarts the Hulk. Bruce Banner was transformed into the Hulk after he saved the life of Rick Jones, a teenager that drove onto the testing site of Bruce's new gamma bomb. His body absorbed the gamma radiation, causing him to turn into the Hulk when he would become too angry. This was later shown to be a physical manifestation of his DID. Bruce would then go on the run from the US government, constantly pursued by General Ross. He would then later become a founding member of the Avengers, working alongside Iron Man, Thor, Ant-Man, and the Wasp. Throughout his long history, Hulk has had several run-ins with heroes from the Marvel Universe. He's also had several different personalities. During the 1970s, he actually traveled to a different dimension and met Jarella. She used magic to restore Banner's intelligence to the Hulk, who would return to the 616 universe and help form the Defenders alongside Namor and Doctor Strange. It was during the 1980s that Hulk returned to a more simple brute, which was separated from Banner for a time. They would eventually be reunited though. The 80s saw the Hulk become the Grey Hulk. While smarter than the Green Hulk, Grey Hulk was a lot weaker. He would move to Las Vegas to become a mob enforcer, taking on the name Joe Fixit, which would later be revealed to be another of Banner's identities that originally manifested when he was a kid. The 90s would reveal another personality, this one known as Guilt, which appeared when Banner remembered his abuse by his father as a child. The 90s saw Hulk and Banner come to terms with each other for some time, allowing them to combine their strength and intelligence. This would also be the time when the Hulk would fight against Maestro, an evil version of himself from the future that had become a dictator. In the 2000s, readers were introduced to the Devil, an evil personality of the Hulk that wished to destroy the world. The other personalities of the Hulk were able to work alongside Banner and the Leader to defeat the Devil Hulk. In 2006, Hulk was then sent into space by the Illuminati, who believed that the Hulk was too dangerous to allow him to stay on the Earth. But the spaceship was sent off course by the Hulk's rage and crash-landed on the warring planet of Sakaar. It is there that the Hulk became a gladiator and he started an uprising, leading the people to overthrow the evil Red King. He then gathered together a group of heroes known as his Warbound and took Kiara as his queen. But then one of his Warbound betrayed him and destroyed his crashed ship. This explosion destroyed Sakaar and killed his wife. Hulk then vowed vengeance on the Illuminati because they sent him out here and returned to Earth. Known as the Worldbreaker Hulk, he defeated most of the heroes on the Earth, his rage endlessly fueled. But he learned of his Warbound's betrayal and allowed himself to be defeated. The 2010s saw several new Gamma mutants that have appeared in the Marvel Universe, including several Red Hulks, and including the likes of Red Hulk and Betty Ross as Red She-Hulk. But it was in 2018 that the origins of the Hulk and all Gamma mutants was changed. The Immortal Hulk series saw the return of several ideas from the Hulk's past, which added a bit more of a horror element to the entire story. This made sense given the Hulk's roots in horror stories and the innate nature of his transformation. The Immortal Hulk showed that the descendants of Bruce Banner and Robert Stern were actually brothers in the early 1900s. They had discovered a new element in the gamma radium. It's at this time that we learn about gamma radiation. While a scientific discovery, as radiation itself is, was actually a mystical force as well. This would link the Hulk to the realm of hell and the one below all, which was Marvel's universe of the actual devil. Throughout the series of the Immortal Hulk, the Devil Hulk returns, now able to only come out at night. With the goal of destroying the world, of course, other characters from the Hulk's past would appear throughout the series, and we would be shown that when the Hulk or any gamma mutant dies, they pass through the green door and they appear in hell. It's then that we learn that Bruce Banner cannot die, that he has been resurrected before, and that he never remembers hell or the one below all. Joe, Fixit, and the Hulk eventually find themselves in hell, where they must confront the tragedy of Bruce Banner's past as well as the dark horrors that hell attacks them with. They finally manage to free Bruce and confront the one below all and the one above all, where it is implied that they are similar to Bruce and the Hulk. Bruce returns to the mortal world having come to terms with the Hulk, and he drifts away into the night, unsure of what the future holds. And there you have it! The Hulk is actually a mystical manifestation of the realm of hell, as unlocked by the science of man. Pretty crazy. But what will the Hulk get up to in Marvel's Midnight Suns? You're gonna have to play to find out. And we'll see you next time, right here.